We're back. My bad. I set that thing to end
the broadcast.
The broadcast. I should have stopped it. I should have been like, no.
Where is everybody?
They'll probably think that it's a whole new stream. They're gonna have to whatever. There should be a resume option, but that's all right.
They told me there wasn't.
I did a good job. They did a good job. They're all coming back.
Do we have anybody yet? We have no friends?
We have no friends. Nobody likes us.
Oh, there's one person watching.
That's
us.
There's one person.
Are you sure it's not private?
It's very possible that it's private. Let me check.
Hi again.
Okay, Ellen's there.
You're back. We're back.
Baby, come back. Let me check. Let me see.
There's 2 people.
There's 8 people on there now. So Let me see. Is it public or private?
It's got to be public.
It doesn't necessarily have to be. It could be unlisted, you weirdo.
Yeah, but how would they have gotten the link?
Let me hit edit.
You dumb butt.
But how do they do it when it's unlisted?
So, yeah,
they still
some people
do it
get
when
in.
It's unlisted. So what are you talking about, Ross?
It's true. I'm hungry. Are you?
You always say something negative, bro. You always got some negative shit to say, yeah.
Because of you.
Let me see. Nope, it's public. We're good to go. Where's the thumbnail, though? I got to put the thumbnail in there. You know, the custom thumbnail playlist.
Yeah, can you do it and screenshot it right there?
Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom, boom.
Just do one right there and screenshot it and send it to me so I can make it.
What are you talking about, Ross?
Are we making a thumbnail?
No.
Why?
We're just talking about the thumbnail for this thingamajiggy.
Oh.
For the live stream.
Can you still get me one? So I can make the evanescent one?
Yeah, I don't know if I want to at this point. I don't know. Depends on how I feel. Look, everybody's back. The gang is all here.
I'm so happy this song inspired Sori to talk more than Vin. Mission accomplished.
Fuck you.
Vin's always saying, Sori, talk more.
Yeah. I'm always the cry. It's always me. It's always the black guy. Hold on. I want to get this. My setup is going to be so perfect. I don't want any screen on there.
You can't. You got to go the other way. Pull the other one over. Yeah, that one.
So do it this way?
No.
From right to left?
No.
Yeah, but that's exactly what happened. That's what happened. Boom. Look at that.
Yay.
Perfect.
Sorry, we were over on the old thread still. Wait a minute. Did you shut that one down?
I don't know. It might be. Is it not done yet? Let me see on this thing. Let me see this thingamajig. Fuck you, morons. What are people saying?
I don't know. Sometimes I just wish that I was wearing some old lady clothes.
Really?
Yeah, because they're so comfortable.
You're so weird.
What? Why is it weird? You saved that?
Oh, I definitely did. Ooh.
You're funny.
That is badass. You know it's badass. Stop lying. Jimmy Dore is a Russian propagandist. Found that out today.
Yes, Alan, we are still live.
Holy shit. Jimmy Dore is a Russian propagandist. I'm sure he is. He is.
We're supposed to...
What do I see?
It's almost 11, and you said 11 we were going to start recording, so I don't know what you want to do. If you want to keep doing recordings here with them or not.
Howdy, boy!
Why? Brian, what made you laugh? I don't remember even what happened.
Hi, Vin and Sori. Just ridiculous. Now Jimmy Dore's in Russia. I'm sure he is. Did you see Brian's recent comments about Christianity?
Oh, Brian, I forgot I even said that.
Well, he said he went too far. He didn't say anything in that interview that was any different from what he's told me. So, I mean, he wrote a song to 50 Cent. He told 50 he was going to get smoked. I mean, he did a lot of stuff. That's not him like going back on Christianity. He just said, he was just a little unbalanced when he first got saved, which I've been around, for whatever reason, I've been around a lot of Christians when they first joined the team.
Yeah.
And it's almost universally like that.
Yep.
They they almost always go like, I don't want to say overboard, but you know,
more or less.
And metalheads are extreme people by nature.
Right.
So if a metalhead gets saved, if a metalhead gets saved, he's generally going to be extreme at the very, very beginning. So I'm not.
Look at me. What did 50 Cent do when he got hungry?
I don't know. He ate something?
58.
Oh my God.
Archero just said that.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life. Yeah, everybody's a bit fanatical when they first become a Christian. Welcome back, Faywitch.
Did you see whose comments?
This was all Sori's. This is all Sori's fault.
Please.
Sori did this. That is a very cool picture.
I don't think it's that great, but I'm glad you do.
You are ridiculous. You are ridiculous. Nico McBrain has been saved, and he's awesome. Who's Nico McBrain?
I don't know. Are you hungry?
I am. Okay, Tarantino or Scorsese?
Do you want me to...
Tarantino or Scorsese? I'm going to say Scorsese because I think Tarantino is kind of I think Tarantino's kind of one-dimensional, whereas Scorsese is more versatile. So I got to give it to Scorsese. Also, Jay-Z mentioned Scorsese. Like Scorsese, what your album needs is more Jay-Z. So, you got to give it to him. Alexandria.
Oh, look.
What?
Goth Mom. We never saw this email. I'm going to send it to you.
Okay.
So you can put it up in the stream.
Sorry, cook some chicken, and for the love of the gods, don't wash the raw chicken.
Ew, you should always wash it.
Gross!
I made some spaghetti yesterday with meatballs. And
it was good. It's very spicy, too.
I know, I added the spice for you.
Swipe or no swiping. I really enjoyed the spiciness. It was very, 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 very good. Very good. Very good.
All right, there you go.
So I'm going to put that in there.
So,
because that's going to get us a badass...
You want something to eat right now?
Honey, is it that you want something to eat and you want to justify leaving?
No, not at all. I just want to know.
If you want something to eat, go for it.
No, the thing is, like, if you're going to wait, I might wait.
You know how I am.
But I'm pretty hungry.
Like, I'm not going to eat until the mission's complete.
And that's going to be quite a few hours.
No, just 1 hour. We'll just tell them we'll be done in an hour. We've been here for an hour already.
But then we're going to shoot videos.
It'll be 2 hours. I'll shoot a video or two. We've got, like...
Right, so then it's still going to be a couple of hours.
It's 1 on the dock, 7 on the dock. No, we could do 1 more video, okay? What do you want to happen? Just tell me what you want to happen.
I want you to put up that mug picture.
What mug picture?
I just sent it to you. It's in your messages.
I will do it. I will do it. Why hasn't this been done? Vil, are you a Patriots fan or Tampa Bay? Tampa Bay.
How can I request a song for cash money? I don't know what that means. If you're trying to request a song, the way to do that is, the link should be in the description. vinandsori@gmail.com. No. What is it? Vin and Sori merch at
gmail.com if you do PayPal.
Right. Or you can go on Patreon, whatever you decide. If you do it through PayPal, when you send the money, just send the link to the song that you want.
Yeah.
IMAO, I think it means in my... I always thought it was in my honest opinion. What does it mean?
Yeah, I think in my honest opinion.
Yeah, but honest starts with an H.
Really? Beyonce's killing me, calling me, giving me the long and angry 5th degree. And honestly, it sickens me.
Oh, it's in my arrogant opinion. Sure, okay.
Oh, as opposed to in my humble opinion?
In my honest opinion. Oh, yeah, maybe.
right? Because it's, in my humble opinion, blah, 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 blah. See, these are the stills from the Fist of Five video. That's a little hack about having a badass background.
Oh.
Yeah.
So cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So happy for you.
I'm one of the most amazing just human beings that's ever walked the planet, I think.
So true.
I just think. That's what I think. I really believe that. You guys mentioned Synthwave. Few live streams back. Check out the Synthwave cover of The Devil and I by Slipknot. I'll send something your rate if we can get a Fear Factory done. Okay? Do it, Jay. Send something our way and then we'll get Fear Factory done right now. Man admits he's a coward and so... Oh my goodness.
I mean, didn't Jay just send you some? Like, when that whole debacle happened?
See.
Oh no, I don't want to see it.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah, he's... Yeah. You dumb as hell, bro. Somebody's coming at you with a baseball bat. You trying to be a tough guy? Why are you trying to be a tough guy? Hey, Archero's in the house. Archero's in the house. Archero, why don't you come on camera and just talk to us about March Madness, bro?
Goth Mom, are you still here, Goth Mom? Can you tell me if she is?
Goth Mom, yeah, she's right there.
Okay, Goth Mom, I'm going to send you an email from my secret email.
Oh,
and
Lord.
that's where you can respond to me and send me the picture of your tattoo.
Lord. Oh, boy. Here we go. Somebody got Sori's super secret. How many people have you given that super secret email to?
Not many.
Have you ever listened to Hungarian punk rock
There's
or
only
metal
one way
music?
to get it.
No. So if I drop $1 on the PayPal, I get a song on this. I asked that a minute ago. Yes, Stephen De Herrera. I missed it. Sorry. There's like 50 people in the room. My bad. I have Martin's Pharmacopoeia, but it's a big, thick book, not a song. Is that the same Martin that did Game of Thrones? Tampa Bay's Chris Godwin will be a free agent this month. In my humble opinion, we need him back for another Super Bowl. Well, Raul, Brady, it was just released today from Brady's camp that he's really pushing for Odell to come to Tampa Bay. And what I would do is, Tyler Johnson is a legit receiver. I would trade Tyler Johnson straight up for Odell Beckham Jr. Because you see clearly that Baker struggles when Odell is on the roster, because Odell is such a big personality that he demands the football. And, you know, when you have Jarvis Landry as your number 2, it's not as good. So I think you put Tyler Johnson over there. He's not going to be as demanding as Odell. Still a great receiver. Make Jarvis your 1. He's not demanding. Punch the ball with Nick Chubb. Ride your defense. And every once in a while you go for an over-the-top play with Jarvis or Tyler Johnson. I think that works perfect for them.
Two things.
So I think that trade would really work.
Vicarious Jambi said to Gothmom, yeah, my name got mentioned on the stream and some douchebag from here messaged me on Facebook Messenger telling me that I'm going to burn in hell.
Holy shit.
That's deep. And then Overshadow Sean, I got the secret email. That email address is crazy.
What is the secret email?
Don't say it on the stream. Whoops. I hate all these update things.
Yeah,
that
you
come
need
up.
just get rid of them.
I'm trying to.
What's the name of the...
Right here.
Unbelievable.
Uh-huh.
Unbelievable.
If you are a 125 person, or you have been, you can ask for that email.
Really?
Yeah. It's only the 125 people that get it. It's so that way they can it's really so they can contact me to make sure, if they have questions about their song or whatever.
Right.
But
Right.
we don't only talk about just songs. Sometimes we talk about other things.
The email address is crazy. Look at the vicarious comment. Someone was awful to him. Holy moly. She's a trained singer, has a degree in classical music singing. Who?
Amy Lee. Am I getting the email?
One of the actresses I'm working
Could you hack it?
in one of my movies in Game of Thrones.
Send me a text if you want it.
I think Packers could have it this season.
Vin's phone number is better than my email address because it's more direct. And you also have my phone number.
Who?
Amy Lee Forever.
I know, Amy. You're ridiculous. You've
What?
got my phone number, Amy.
No, that's what I said. I'm like, I think his phone number is better than my email.
What the hell is wrong
Did you
with
put
these
that?
people? Huh?
Put that up on the thing?
Why would I do that? You want me to?
Mm-hmm. I do.
Okay.
Braden Vargo, thank you for the super chat. And no, it's not really open to song suggestions right now. Except somebody just got snuck through and pushed to the head of the line. But yeah, we are gonna do a stream though where that happens, where we're gonna be like, okay, whatever. I'm not gonna give you the details now, but we are gonna do that where we're gonna do streams and people will be able to request and have the song done right there. But for now, we are working on our short list to shorten it. Are you stuck?
I was looking for Overshadow Sean because he's like, yeah, because I changed my number and I didn't give it to him.
Overshadow Sean. I have Vin's old number. That person never responds.
Oh, there he is right there. I spelled his name wrong. New number.
Here it comes.
Bitch. Number not available. Primary. There you go, Sean. I just messaged you my new number. Check your PayPal. Let's see. Who is this? I think that's...
It was some gutless poser. I don't know. That created a fake account named LT.
Oh my
short
God.
for Ben Webb. That's what it is.
Yeah, it must have been Ben Webb. Guarantee. All right. So all is well in the world. Sean has my number again. Very good.
Thank you for the super chat. Can you say that person's name?
I was like, how come Sean never messages me anymore? I get all offended. I'm like, these people never message me. What's up with that?
Can you say that person's name?
Acio Brito Tavares. Thank you, Mr. Tavares. You're a very nice couple too, my man.
Look at Doug.
What?
He puts a phone number down.
86753. That's a famous phone number. 8675309.
Oh, okay. I mean, I
Dumb
assumed
bunch.
it wasn't his phone number. It just...
Yeah, look, see, Derek is trying to reach us about our channel's extended warranty.
Oh, my word. I'm so tired of getting those messages. Wow.
I swear to God, bro. Those people are killing me.
I know, Gotham. Vin's trying to get it up. I'm like, can you just put it up, please? She wants you to put up her picture of the mug.
It's coming. Relax.
It's taking you so long.
God almighty.
Like, how difficult is it?
Oh, look, this person wants to do a business thingy with us on LinkedIn here. See that? See
Shout
that?
out to me.
And Dorian's all happy. Did I tell you sold that turntable?
Yeah.
$40. Holy shit. That was full price, too.
Good.
It's no joke. We thugs over here. Number thugs over here. Overshadow Sean. That's my guy. That is my guy. For sure. Honey, are you looking at the comments?
No.
You should look at the comments.
Okay, bye, Goth Mom.
Goth Mom is leaving.
Yep.
You made me do all this.
Wait, he's about to put it up.
Don't worry, I'll put it up next time, Goth
No,
Mom.
just put it up. Put it up.
Oh my God. The wallpaper's pretty cool, kids. Yep. It's your boy Vincent. I know Vin will approve of Valis Volkova. Okay, no. What's this? The big homie sent us a PayPal thing, but for some reason, I'm not seeing. Okay, so Jay, that was you that sent the PayPal? Let's see. Let's go to received. That is so weird.
See this?
Yeah, I know you think that, but... Hi, Vin and Sori. Good tonight. How are you doing? I don't know.
Okay, I'm gonna log into PayPal and see.
Steve, you're at the $75 tier. Yeah, you see how it doesn't? Does it have Jason?
I'm gonna come back in here.
Is it in? Okay, Jay, what's the song? What's the song title? In your recent videos, you have someone talking about basketball in the end. Who is he? Asking because in some of them he's wearing a shirt with a band that none of you should know.
It's Brandon.
That's that.
What? Does he? I thought he was going by his first name. No. Yeah, but he goes. It's both. It's listed right there.
Does he?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he was in the thing. I met you guys at Knotfest Roadshow a couple years ago. Me and my girlfriend are in the thumbnail of your vid. Just want to say hi. Hey, yeah,
oh, really?
I remember you.
What
I remember you. It was you and the girl, right? And the girl had the Slipknot tattoo. Sori the Doxer, exactly. Sori the Doxer.
No.
What's a new Patreon tier that you guys are hinting at? So we're going to create a tier where you can request an entire album review from start to finish. And then there's going to be a regular and then a deluxe. And then there's going to be like an inter-alliance thing where people can pool their stuff together. It's really cool stuff.
Sorry, Archero.
All right, he texted it to me because for some reason I can't see it on this thing. I know he sent it because it went up.
Oh, really? That's weird.
Okay, so Piss Christ by Fear Factory is the next song we're going to be doing. Another victim of Sori's doxing. I homeschool my son at 8. I haven't slept in 2 days. Holy moly.
Vicarious Jambi. Goth Mom 216. Meh. Looks like they ain't sharing shit. Take care.
When COVID is over, are you guys going to come over to England and tour the country? That's really on the bucket list. We have got to go to we've got to go to Europe, period.
Oh no, I'm so sorry, Kellen Dross. That was us. We still are together.
You're
and we
the
love
worst.
your vids. That's awesome, Bob.
Oh, okay, good. Okay, Archero, there's actually a feature here where you can actually come on cam and talk. You can also you don't have to be like have your picture. You can just do audio, but you can come on and talk. We're going to do Fear Factory. I only received a little stalking.
Honey, I think we're going to have to change chairs. My back is hurting a lot on this stupid chair.
Oh, okay. Oh, you're wearing jeans.
Yeah.
Well, they're nice jeans. I appreciate them.
Thank you. I like live in yoga pants.
Well, I like those as well. Don't be too much in the camera. Don't let the people see your bum.
Oh my gosh.
We returned! Bitches! Alright. Alright, guys. So you guys know the drill. This time, I promise you, we're not gonna, what do you call it? Leave y'all. Alright, let me bring this up. We're gonna do Fear Factory. Alright, so you got that, and that'll be the 2 songs.
Oh,
Evanescence and Fear Factory.
We won't do any more after?
And then you're
Okay,
good.
good, because I want to eat.
I know you want to eat. You've become fat.
Oh, I don't have to tell you. One of the kids was like, Mom, do you like having a belly? I'm like, wow, how rude. I just had a baby a couple months ago. That's what she said.
I mean, my nigga, it's not been a couple months ago. It's been almost 90 days. I mean,
that's a couple. It hasn't been 3 months
November
yet.
17th.
Stop. Why are you being mean to me?
December.
Yeah, but
January,
they say it can take 9 months before you get back to normal.
February.
She said, she's like, well, that's just the same as saying do you like your arm? I'm like, it is not the same thing.
Yeah, it's basically the same as saying, do you like your arm?
No.
I think so. I think so.
I'm just waiting for somebody to ask me if I'm still pregnant.
Fear Factory has a song called Body Hammer, which has like the most attitudey. It was just such an attitudey riff, man.
Oh,
It's
really?
one of my favorite riffs of all time. It's just like, it's so hard, bro. It's so hard. Just
You
like,
remember on, like-
very, very attitudey.
You guys remember that teacher that would be like, wah, 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 wah,
Yeah,
wah.
that's all you hear when Vincent talks, huh?
No.
Good to know.
I keep hearing food, 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 food.
Yeah, except no one ever asks anyone if they like their arms.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know. We'll be at the gym sometime, man, and these guys...
Yeah, but they clearly have big in shape arms. It's not like my belly that just delivered a baby 3 months ago.
Yeah, they're
it's
like...
not the same
they're like,
thing.
look at my arms. And then they're like, you know...
Rude kids.
They're like... But I was telling you about this. The dude was like, ah, ah! He was all yelling and shit, yelling and screaming in the thing, and he was behind me. He was on the press behind me. I was like, man, this guy is probably Steven. It's 75. I'm sending you $25 back, you bitch. We're doing 2 songs. That'll be 3 songs.
Then I'm hungry. Let's go.
I don't care. Yeah, so dude was like, ah, ah. I'm like, man, this guy must be killing it. I look around, he's only at like, what did I say? He was at like, what, 150, 160? And he was like breathing all hard over one. I'm like,
I don't know.
What the fuck is wrong with you,
He hit you
boy?
with the thing, right?
Nah. That was the guy today. He was trying to clear that 240. But the other guy was like, he made a big Broadway, it's a tip, bitch. Okay, all right.
That's why
there.
they say no grunting.
Yeah, man, that shit is weak, bro. Although, like, you know. So I mean, whatever. I'm not mad about it. I'm not mad at it. It's just funny to me. Embrace the grind, Sori. It's good for you. Thank you, Neil Murray. Thank you.
Yeah.
Somebody tell her.
Come on, Neil.
Somebody tell her.
What kind of friend are you?
This woman, you're so pampered. It's ridiculous.
Don't worry. I'm gonna have the kids bring me 2 toasts.
Would not surprise me, my guy.
I already sent the message.
You did that shit. You were the worst.
I did.
All right, who are we listening to?
Yeah,
So
Ben even said I should have a food break. Ben, why are you saying that?
De Herrera, you didn't tell me what song, bro. Text me the song that we're supposed to do. What a weirdo. What a weirdo. Let Sori have a food break. No. Planet Fitness kicks people out who make noise. I think that's stupid too, kicking people out of the gym. But some of these guys, when they act like they're grinding, I mean, they're not really grinding like that, bro. They're just, you know, bro, I got it. We're going to do the song right now. I just need the title of the song so I can prep it so we could do the song for you, my guy. White woman in distress. Dude, I put it on the thing.
Oh.
No, you didn't. He's saying he put it. Do you see the title of the song anywhere? I don't see the title of the song anywhere. Do you?
No.
All I see is payment completed.
Yeah, sorry.
Look at him.
You're wrong.
He's all like saying all types of crazy shit.
I mean, does it usually... Here, I'll click over here and see.
I got it. He texted me the thing.
Nope. It's not there at all, buddy.
I told you, bro.
I was hoping when I opened it up in the
Shit is weak as
desktop it would show it, but
Yeah.
it didn't.
Yeah, I know, because you're never on my side. You're always on everybody else's side. You're never on my side.
No, that's true.
I'm gonna put out an application form for somebody to like be my new mate, my new buddy, somebody
Your
be
new
on my
mate.
seat.
Well, that's rude. We just got done talking about our anniversary, and now you're talking about getting a new mate.
Holy shit, this is gonna look so good when we do this shit on video. Look at this, bro. Yeah, I mean that's how I feel about it. You heard?
I guess we'll both put out applications.
No,
Why not?
because too many people will apply because you're very pretty.
Well, everybody needs to have a friend.
The more Vin is making Sori starve, the more she'll stuff herself later.
Who said that?
Amy Lee forever.
Yes, that's exactly what happens. Every single time I get pregnant, I try to stuff as much ice cream in the cup as I can because it will just look like a regular cup.
I'll tell you,
but
it's one of the most disgusting things to behold as a
No, I don't tell you how
man.
much. I'm just sitting there eating.
I told you, it's a disgusting thing to behold. Your gluttony is
wow.
one for the ages. I'll tell you.
Listen, I don't know what to tell you.
No,
okay.
There's nothing you can say, so there's nothing to tell me.
Listen.
There's nothing to tell me, bro.
Listen, you need to just accept that I'm like that.
I accept that you're like. What you mean? If I didn't, we'd have a hard time,
yeah,
right?
I think that.
I know what I'm dealing with you. I
Yes.
understand how you are with food.
Marry me and feed me.
Yeah, I do my best. I do my best, Missy. There's only so much a man can do in a given time. You're a rather large woman.
Bricktown? Wait, if ice cream packing is a sign of pregnancy, I've been pregnant my entire life.
Who said that? Goth Mom?
Bricktown.
Or Bricktown said that? Oh, Bricktown's in the house? What's good, Bricktown? All right, so here we go, guys. All right, so we're going to do another song. Okay? And this time, it's not going to die on us, okay?
Sorry, Taffer. That's an unfortunate situation.
Well, what happened to Taffer?
He said that the place that he eats at, they canceled the spicy chicken, and so he didn't eat today.
Astaghfirullah. It's you got a hard life,
No,
bro.
we're not pregnant again. I'm just enjoying eating ice cream.
No, yeah. So that's just Sori being unhealthy. Wow, you're pregnant again? Congratulations.
That's why I said no, we're not.
And then Golf Mom goes, I think so, Andrew.
No, I just want to eat.
Hell yeah, Sori's pregnant again. Do that shit.
Vin keeps dreaming that I am, though.
I want my girl. Just give me my girl, and then you can go off, and do whatever nonsense you want to do with your life after that.
Wow, you are so rude.
I just need a girl. I need another mini. I need a big homie Dan, little bro. Just talking about you, bro. Dan's in the house. I'm so freaking happy right now,
you need
bro.
a what? Finish that sentence. I think that was about to get very awkward. You need a what?
Yeah, I don't know. Dan's
Talking
in the
about
house.
having girls.
I was gonna say I keep missing the pregnancy announcement. No. No, I want like a. Can you imagine a sailor with some flavor?
I know.
Oh my God, that's gonna be so crazy.
You just mix Zoe and Sailor.
She's gonna be the most beautiful girl of all time. Holy moly, it's gonna be crazy. That's why Allah had to give her two brothers before.
Yeah.
And you saw Orion. He was doing his shit today, boy. He's doing his traps.
Oh.
He was ready to go.
His little arms.
Vin wants 47 bananas and 12 kids. Hell yeah. Yeah, Orion is a little me. Like he's got the body type, and he's already doing his katas. I was teaching the boys some shit because we're watching Cobra Kai and shit. They're doing it season 4. I'm very, very happy.
Yep.
I would literally cry if they cancel Cobra Kai.
It was so cute.
Kai in the house. Holy shit. Vin
decides that he's gonna show them. I really don't know what. It's something that they do these things.
Just a basic trap.
Yeah, they were doing that while Orion was just sitting on the bed watching them do it. Well, then Vin and I start wrestling in the room, and then you started to size up with a little Orion.
Yeah.
And first he starts doing his little kachas or whatever you call it. It was so cute because nobody told him to do it. He just saw the boys doing it, so he was like, all right, I'm gonna start this, and his little tiny arms bending like that was so cute. His
form is legit. That's what I'm saying. Like the other ones, they're not, yeah. Okay.
Every girl needs big brothers. Yeah, I always wanted a big brother.
So we're going back. R.I.P. earphone users when Vin screamed Kai. Holy shit! Sorry,
Excited yelling at least.
I haven't seen the big homie day. It's like the whole Bible Boogie cruise. All we're missing is
but we
Ian.
haven't seen Emily.
We're missing Ian and yeah. We gotta get back.
I haven't seen Emily in a really long time.
We gotta bring the band back.
No, we're not pregnant. Pregnancy yelling.
He was TikTok dancing.
I need to stop eating for a week.
I'll TikTok dance with you, Dan, when I see you, bro. I want to, because you've been talking all that shit. I want to see you when I see you. All right.
Vin doing karate. Cute.
Can you please say R.I.P. Kobe? Yeah, I will say R.I.P. Kobe on this video that we're about to do, bro. Don't worry. And I had love for the homie. He's the third best basketball player. I don't know what that means. All right. So we're I already have a drummer, Brian, and he's kind of
End it with that.
He's also a badass. He's a very, very good drummer. So
Zombieholic, I'm glad your brother's still around.
We already have a drummer.
No, there is a baby that was born. Yes. True.
Yeah, there was a baby that was born.
He was born 3 months ago.
Yeah, you weirdo. All right, guys. Okay, so I have not seen Coming to America 2 yet. Actually, I need to take my...
I heard that it was super disappointing.
Yeah, I don't think that movie could be good, Coming to America 2. I don't see how that could be good. No! No, Vanilla!
Here, give me some of those. Let me see if I can function with them.
No. If you say LeBron is the best, you need to hand in your African American man card. I will handle it. I will hand in my African American man card. I'm taking bets on the new baby gender.
There's no new baby.
There's no new baby. Steven goes, Eddie Murphy has been disappointing since Beverly Hills Cop 2. Holy shit, that's before we were born. I think it's been trying since before he was born. Probably.
Gotham, stop!
Look, it's another boy.
No, you're trolling me now.
All right, you ready? Mm-hmm. All right, guys, we're about to start. This is some official shit now. It's about to get real up in here. All right. Are you ready? I'm Vin.
I'm sorry, and I'm not pregnant again.
R.I.P. to the homie Kobe Bryant. This is Piss Christ by the band Fear Factory for the big homie Jay. Shout out to Jay. Shout out to Jay, who's also the guitarist in our band, actually, and is actually the actual lead guitarist because I'm the other guitarist. So if you want to hear the new song from Vin and Sori and you want to see the video, reach out to Jay Dispirited of the Village, Facebook.com/Vin and Sori, and say, Jay, can you please hurry up and stop dragging your feet on your freaking guitar parts? That would be excellent. Having said that, if you, dear listener, would like your song review, the process is extremely simple. $1 to get you on that Patreon. And then you get hooked up with Alliance. You get to talk to the mighty Kellendross, who's actually in the live stream right now because we're doing this live. Show me another reaction channel that does live stream recording so you can see all the goodness behind the scenes and all that jazz right here, ladies and gents. Vin and Sori. Okay, so $1 at the gate gets you in, right? And then you get to join Patreon. Now, if you're a filthy capitalist like Sori or like Jay, I got love for Jay, but we
just know what we want, Jay.
Keeps holding us back on guitar. You can hop, skip, and jump in front of everybody. Vin and Sori merch at gmail.com, at PayPal, or you can go to Patreon at the $125 tier. You do that 3 times, you get knocked down to the $75 rate, which is where Jay is. Having said that, we are now coming to the review. This is Piss Christ by Fear Factory. And having said that, let's listen to it, shall we?
It's making me nervous.
said, were you betrayed or did you lie? Dino Cazares, he's a bad man, boy. I don't think so.
Whoa.
Oh, shit. Whoa, bro.
Okay. I'll tell you what. Okay, for my understanding of the song, it's like the opposite because it's not actually...
What do you mean?
It's not coming from a Christian perspective, but like...
Nope.
Right, it's the exact opposite, but it inspires me because it's like... I guess it brings the reality of the truth. Like, it brings me face to face with it.
What do you mean?
So, like, I'm in this weird phase where I don't, like... I think because of everything that we went through, like, church-wise, and I don't think it was just the last situation, but I think it's a compilation of my entire life and what the church has done and what it means to me. And so I think that I've been, like, standoffish with even, like, reading lots of the Bible because of all that. But, like, this song, it's so weird, but this song makes me know that I am a Christian. Because when they're saying it, like, where's your Savior now? Or, like, all the things that they were saying, it's like, no. Like, he was betrayed. He wasn't lying. Like, and I know that definitively. You know what I mean? And then especially at the end when he's saying... And also when he said the part, the rise part, holy moly. And so we rise... Of course, it was going to say just to fall down. In reality, you're never found. But like, and so we rise. That part was so friggin' good. It just made me think of the resurrection. It was like the song did the exact opposite of what I think they were trying to accomplish. I am a Christian.
Yay! like, first of all, I love guitar-driven songs. This song is another one where the guitar was really
so good.
And Dino, like, these are not complex structures, which is like right in my wheelhouse, as you guys will see if Jay ever.
Oh my gosh, you can't insult him on his own reaction.
I'm not insulting him. I'm saying
he's busy.
He's the leader of our band. He's the lead guitarist in the band, so he's got to bring it together, Jay. Yeah, like lyrically, the song went in a place where, and I think Piss Christ is it's an artistic thingamajiggy, like that actually happened, where a guy took a icon of Jesus and put it in P or whatever. There was this thing people were doing for a while. I'm pretty sure that's it. Yeah, and there was another one where they like, oh my gosh, that's horrifying. They put like poo on the Blessed Mother, and that's art or whatever. It's just supposed to be shocking and sacrilegious or whatever. But,
ew.
But the song, I don't really think the song is really like dissing Christianity or even Jesus as much as it is like he's trying to figure out. You know, it's interesting. Like Fear Factory has a kind of like Terminator type theme to it. There were a couple, like there was this guy named Tom in our school that was a big giant Fear Factory fan, and there's like this whole like futuristic, almost Terminator type thing and story. There's like a whole story. I remember we did there was a song that we did where Fear Factory was like Revive. Forgot the name of the song. But basically, the name of the song is actually called Resurrection. Yeah. So the name of the song is Resurrection, and it's like it's a positive song, like restore a hope for mankind. So my point is, there's messianic themes through Fear Factory's catalog. It seems to be.
All right.
And obviously, Terminator has obvious messianic undertones to it. You know, John Connor is JC. He saves us, and he does it by dying, and then he rises again as a robot, and blah 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 blah. So I just think it's his outworking of trying to figure out, like, I take these as like legitimate questions. I don't take this as like, I know the title is extremely provocative and could prejudice a person to him saying, oh my God, like he's Antichrist, but I don't know. Yeah. It looks like these are genuine questions to me. Where are we now? When we are blind, abandoned faith, you left behind. Were you betrayed or did you lie? Our common fate, our common demise, which is basically, look, you know, you died like everybody else does. Like, I'm going to die one day, you're going to die one day, you died, so there you go. So, like, I think these are basic questions that anybody, if you came up with the story of Christ, like, oh, it's this guy who died, and the cross, again, is such a powerful, universally understood figure now, because of the spread of Christianity, especially in the Western Hemisphere, that I never have I ever doubted that Jesus was who he said he was? I'm trying to think.
I don't think I ever have.
See, the difference is the faith that I have, like, I never had this whole like, oh, you only believe because your parents believe type of thing. Like, yep, my dad, heavy Christian in the church. I have very few memories of him, and the majority of the memories of him are in church. Then came to America, crazy, chaotic life. Mother, very, very strong Christian, most influential person in my life. Stepdad, not at all. But then, you know, and then I went through that phase in high school where I was like, I'm against God. I said I was an atheist, blah, blah, blah. It was all bullshit. I was listening to John MacArthur at night. I just turned it down, make sure my mom didn't hear because I didn't want to get any ideas. Shout out to my mom. But, so funny. So my point is, like, my faith has always been extremely personal. It's never been like, oh, I only believe because of my parents. Right, but I've met so many people who only quote unquote believe because of their parents, and you could tell like they don't have a personal walk with their. There have been other things I've doubted or been upset about or been angry about, but the idea that Jesus himself could lie about who he was never like crossed my mind at all.
It's funny because I never doubted Jesus, but I did doubt my religion.
That's interesting. I'm probably right there. What do you mean by that?
I never doubted.
Unpack that a little bit.
I never doubted that Jesus was who he said he was, or that he was the savior of the world, or that he could make a way to save me from my sins. Like, I never doubted any of that stuff. But I did doubt whether my religion was the right religion. Like, I definitely knew that the Jesus figure was definitely something that was like, I was like, okay, this is real. Jesus is real. And then, but it was like, well, perhaps maybe we call him Jesus in the Christian religion, but it's actually like a Buddhism that I'm supposed to be in. And you actually find your way to Jesus through Buddhism. Like, I wasn't convinced that the path that I chose to find Jesus was the right path. Because it was too much. I mean, there was multiple reasons, but one of them being, what?
Was it an actual path you chose, or?
Well, that's the thing. I started like thinking like maybe this is, you're obviously heavily influenced by what your parents believe.
100%.
And in the sheltered environment that I came up in, there wasn't a whole lot of discussion outside of your own thought processes.
Right.
And I think that some people are okay with that. Like, some people kind of want to just like, tell me what to believe. You know what I mean? Like, they just want to know one thing, and they don't want to be challenged outside of their own, the paradigm or the world that they've created. But I wasn't like that. And so I kind of like didn't fit in with, I was more like my mom in that. Like, I was less like my other family members. And so there wasn't a lot of answers to questions, and there wasn't an environment that was open to questions. You were the first person that, like, really actually made me think that, like...
Whereas my mom, like, you could ask anything. Like, there was nothing off limits. There was, like, I remember when I first ran into Exodus and, like, God hardened Pharaoh's heart. I'm like, how could God harden Pharaoh's heart and then punish him for it? That's not fair. Mm-hmm. My mom said... Who dare you? I dare you question God. And I was like, Mom, what are you doing? She's like, all right. And she was like, all right, hold it. She's like, all right, you have a serious question, come. Because, you know, Moses was my guy.
Yeah.
So I grew up with Moses. I didn't really grow up with Jesus. I didn't hit Jesus till much later in my life, actually. Like, much later in my life. Everything was like Moses' Old Testament. That's where, like, I fell in love with the Old Testament God, and a lot of my... You know, that's when I learned about how loving and gracious God was through the Old Testament. Mm-hmm. So, you know, oh shit, here's Manasseh. He set his son on fire and killed his son. Mm-hmm. I'm like, oh, God's really gonna fuck Manasseh up. He's really gonna tear him up. And then so Manasseh gets carted off to Babylon or whatever it is, and then it says he cried out to the Lord his God, and the Lord had compassion on him and forgave him. I was like, holy shit. You can set your son on fire and that's all you gotta do? Holy shit, God's really patient. I'm like, I'm not like that. I'm like, fuck you, man. You gonna die, bro. But yeah. So then when I got to like Jesus and all that, I had been so entrenched in the Old Testament, like the Lamb and all this and the Day of Atonement. So when Jesus was dying, it's like it all clicked. I remember listening to like TBN and stuff, and they would talk about Jesus died for our sins, and I remember thinking like, how does him dying? How does that make it so that I'm okay with God? It didn't make any sense to me.
Right. No, it didn't make sense to me either.
So I was just reading all the Old Testament stuff, and then I finally, like, I got to John, and he's like, behold the Lamb of God. I was like, oh, okay, he's a God. All right. But yeah, man, that's the thing.
You discovered that on your own?
Yeah. I think anybody can discover, like, Peter was in a Bible boogie one time, right?
Yep.
And we had done the Old Testament Day of Atonement stuff, and like 4 or 5 Bible boogies later, he asked me a question about interpretation or something. And I said, okay, well, here in Revelation it says that there's a lamb in the throne. And I said, what do you think that is? And he said, oh, that's Jesus. And I said, well, why do you say it's Jesus? He said, well, you know, he's the lamb. Mm-hmm. And I was like, why? What does that have to do with Jesus? And then he explained like the atonement stuff. I'm like, how do you know that? And he was like, okay. His point, he basically was like, I don't know, maybe he was surprised at himself, his ability to like
put that together.
Because it was only like one lesson, and it was like weeks ago. But you know, Peter is like, he's exceptionally
gifted
mentally with his mind.
Yeah, I mean, I think that. So we were listening to this thing the other night. I'm not even sure if you were awake. It was 2 guys that were talking. Actually, I said to you, one of the guys, his makeup, like what he did with his like physical features, it looked like a disguise because he had like these glasses and the hair and that one. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Okay, so when that was playing, some of the stuff that they were saying, like he was talking about, which I was kind of in and out because I was waking up and falling asleep too, but like he was talking about how you're kind of like mentally we hear and we process the things that we want to hear and we want to process.
Right.
And so you can be shown something or you can be reading something, but you don't see it the way somebody else sees it because you're taking it in by your presuppositions or whatever.
Right.
And so I think that even though, like, my parents had a Catholic background and they talked about, they always told us, like, that your faith is what saved you and that it was by grace and it wasn't by works. And they would tell us, like, well, the Catholic Church is all about works. Like, you have to do good things and your good has to outweigh your bad. And this is what they taught me about it.
Yeah.
And so they were saying, like, that is not how it is. But, like, I never really understood. Like, I was still in my heart, whether it was my parents or whether it was something that just, like, I came in myself. Like, it was always about works. And so when I read the scriptures, I didn't see, and he forgave them and brought them back in. You know what I mean? Like, it was always like, okay, they were sacrificing, or they did something wrong, and now they're walking around for 40 years in the desert. Like, that walk could have taken them 30 days or whatever. I don't really know. I know it was a quick walk, but instead they circled and circled and circled because of the way that they were. And so to me, the Old Testament God was always harsh. I never saw him as gentle or kind. And some of the stuff that you point out, I'm like, wow, how did I miss that? How did I miss that kindness from him? But people take in what they're going to take in, I guess. I'd like to watch that teaching again.
So, abandon faith, and then he said, so we rise just to fall down, in reality you're never found. Which, if you trace Christian history, first 3 centuries we did a damn good job. Martyrdom, adopting babies, and sharing with people. And then, you had, I think...
But we were being persecuted during that time.
I think it was Tacitus, whoever's like, they get together and they sing to this Jesus as if he was a god, and then they take the little money they have and share with people, and it is this practice that darkens the minds of people so that they go and listen to their foolish message. I'm not quoting that verbatim, but that was basically the idea. We did a good job. We were hanging out in the catacombs. Good job. And then we got some power, got the sword behind it, and everything went to hell. So if you trace Christian history, it's like we rise to fall down, but at the same time, like the effect of, I forgot the guy's name. He was he's an agnostic, but he basically said that Christianity is the greatest thing that happened to the world, and he was talking about the power of the cross and how it elevated slaves, how it was a philosophy in the Greco-Roman Seats and Laban that was almost revolutionary because it put slaves and Caesar at the same level. So it brought down Caesar and it uplifted the slaves and brought them to the same level, which is, he said, okay, find me another philosophy that can actually do that in the real world. So, the effect of Christianity, particularly in the Western world, I think has been ultimately a force for good. But to your point, people say this all the time. They'll say, oh, the Crusades, blah, blah, blah. And then, they get a toothache and go to St. Mary's Hospital. It's like, and not see the connections.
Right.
So, like, I have no problem with saying there's been a bunch of horrible things that have happened in Christian history. But at the same time, the very basis that we have for saying X and Y, Z thing is horrible comes from a lot of Christian assumptions, which is what the guy was saying. I forgot the guy's name. He's a very, very brilliant guy. And I don't understand why he's not a Christian. But, it's like Jordan Peterson. It's like, okay, well, we'll just have some horrible thing happen to you and then you'll, whatever.
Yeah.
Shout out to Jordan Peterson. Praying for you, buddy. So then he says, I'm reaching out with sealed eyes. I grab for light. Visions decried. And that's actually a pretty deep line. You're reaching out with sealed eyes because...
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Because the real question is, well, who's sealing your eyes? Because there's a lot of people I talk to and I'm like, okay, this person genuinely wants to know, right? And then you have people that are like, well, I don't believe in God because there's no evidence. And you say, okay, well, what are your standards of evidence? Well, I don't know. Okay.
Right.
That's when I say, well, maybe interrogate yourself a little bit and say, how can you complain that you don't believe in this thing or whatever because there's no evidence, but at the same time you can't define what your standards of evidence are? Like, I think one of the things about this day and age that's really crazy to me is that when you have this is the most There's never been another time in human history where the common man, like me and you, just common regular people, has access to all this information. Like I've got like 5 subscriptions to various colleges. So like I'm reading some, I don't even talk to you about, like I'm reading something on the site about Psalm 82 from this professor, and it's a really cool app because you can talk to a professor and say, this is why I selected this paper that you wrote. Remember that one I wrote about the 2 Jesus, the one I read about the 2 Jesus, that one hadn't been published yet. That guy was going for his doctorate, but I connected with one of his professor buddies who then linked me up with this guy so that I was able to, and it gets you really, so you have so much access to so much information. And like, so it's like the lack of, this is across the board, like the lack of people's curiosity is very strange to me. Like it's a strange thing to me. Like, you have this idea, you're not trained in the discipline at all, and you have no curiosity. You just heard one thing from one guy on YouTube, and that's it. And you don't interrogate yourself. You don't say, well, how come I believe this? Like your point, like, do I believe this because I want to believe this? Do I just like, you know? So that line is crazy because you're reaching out with sealed eyes. It's like, you know, sometimes people create situations where they're always going to get a certain type of result. And then they look at that result and say, okay, that is why I'm not a believer. Well, yeah, I mean, if you're looking out and genuinely trying to find the truth, I think the truth is like Paul said, you know, the truth is invincible. We can do nothing against the truth. We can only do it to serve the truth because it's ultimate reality, right? But at the same time, I see other people who their eyes are sealed because they're in a society or they're in a subculture or whatever. And to be a Christian, it carries with it there's still a price to being a Christian. And, you know, I think a lot of people have to and in every subculture you're part of, there's a price to being a Christian. So like if you're in a right-wing, regular standard subculture and you say, okay, what is the biblical grounds for putting these kids in these cages? What's the biblical, what is the New Testament hell? And you know how, what is the Old Testament paradigm for doing this to these children? It is very, very hard to be an actual Christian in that context. And it's the same thing the other way. When we first started the channel, people were like, I love you guys, keep your religion out of it. No. I would just write, no. People aren't gonna, you get way more subscribers. No. Like, I'm not doing that. Like, you gotta be a man about it. But yeah, man, like this song is deep, bro. Look to the sky on Judgment Day, a human God that was man-made. That's a brilliant line. Was that John 10? Jesus said, I showed you many. Jesus was funny, bro. Some of the stuff I'm pretty sure he said with a smile. He said, I showed you many miracles from the Father. For which of these do you stone me? They said, we're not stoning you because you're performing miracles. We're stoning you because you're a man and you're making yourself out to be God. Which obviously was the opposite. He was God and he made himself a man. But really, like, these are real significant questions, those. Crown of Black Thorns. Man, when he started singing them, that part, Crown of Black.
It was so good.
And then the guitar.
It was so good.
That was crazy. I'm gonna have to listen. I'm gonna have to listen to the song again and again and again.
For sure.
And then the where is your Savior now line at the end was brilliant.
That was it. That was my inspiration right there.
So what was going on with you when you heard that line? Where's your Savior now? Where's your Savior now?
It was just like. It's not even words. I can try to put what I was thinking and feeling into words. Yeah. But it was like, he's seated at the right hand of the Father in all his glory and all of his honor, and there's no more shame for him. And it's like, just everything is like, it's as it should be there, and here it will be as it should be in due time. Yeah. But it was just like, you know, because what, like you said, for like the longest time, I don't even know if you're still like this, reading about the crucifixion of Christ was not something that you wanted to even think about. Like him in that situation, the weakness element, all of that. And, you know, for me, it's just like the undeniable shame of the situation. To be, I do not like the idea of being controlled by other people. And he said, was it John? He said, like, someday somebody's going to lead you places where you don't want to go. And, like, I think about that as himself, like, he was going to be led to the cross. I mean, nobody wants to be crucified, obviously. And, like, for me, like, knowing that the end of my life was going to be torturous like that, like, knowing definitively that was going to be the case, that would really, like, mess with me all my 33 years if I was him. You know what I mean? But he knew what he was going toward. And then when it was time for him to be crucified, like, sometimes I used to think about it like, oh, well, he was God, and so it probably wasn't as bad as it would be if it was us. But then, like, when you hear the details of what happened in the garden, and it's like, depending on where you read, like, some of them, it's like, he was, like, people will say, like, sweating blood, and then there's like, I don't guess, medical stuff that basically says, like, if you're under extreme duress, like, that your capillaries can burst, and, like, that can be what was happening, and, like, that's under extreme duress. And so obviously lots of people went to the cross, and that didn't happen to them. So he was under a lot more suffering than we even understand because of what he was taking on, the separation from the Father and all that. And, like, to me, like, you had to be led against your will, in a sense. I mean, I know that he's the one that gave up his spirit and stuff like that, and, like, he willingly went there. If he didn't, they couldn't have killed him. But, like, being led there and, like, being crucified and, like, people putting their hands on you and being angry, like, they're angry, or the way that they were probably looking at him. And, like, a lot of times, historically speaking, you were crucified naked. To me, it's like you're just up there crucified, ripped all the shreds, and you're naked. It's just so, oh my word, that's so horrible to me. Awful.
And that's why
he's not there anymore.
He's got the name above all names.
Right. But and then the fact that he would do all of that, like, even if you don't understand, like, just like we flick on the light switch, we don't even understand how the electricity gets there, but it does, and it makes my light go on. Like, I don't sometimes always understand how him dying on the cross made it so that way I could be forgiven of all my sin, but I'm grateful that it is the case. And I just think it was such a price for him to pay, and I'm glad that he's my friend.
Yeah, it's a deep song. Where's your Savior now? And that's a crazy situation, man, because, you got, the Pharisees were saying, he saved others, he can't save himself. And so that's a very deep question. Mm-hmm. And obviously, like, from our perspective, if he would have saved himself, he would have damned all the rest of us, right?
Right.
And so there's just so many of these paradoxes that happen on the cross: wrath and grace, power and powerlessness. Jesus described in the Gospel of John, Jesus describes his death as glorification. Mm-hmm. I mean, he specifically talks about, so like John 11, when he sees the Greeks coming to see him, he says, now is the hour for the Son of Man to be glorified, and if he glorifies it, he'll glorify it at once, and all this, and so all the way counting down to the cross in the Gospel of John, there's this theme: the hour has not come, the hour hasn't come, the hour hasn't come. And then in John chapter 17, the hour is on him now. And so then he looks to heaven and says, Father, the hour has come. Glorify your Son so that your Son may glorify you. So Jesus is looking at the cross as his glorification. And it's the same thing in John 11. He says, when I am lifted up, I will draw all men to myself. And lifted up is a double entendre, obviously, because he was literally lifted up on the cross. Mm-hmm. But he's also lifted up in the sense of he's being glorified.
Yeah, I thought it was also his ascension, like the resurrection.
Well, yeah, I think he's specifically talking in that context about the crucifixion, considering the themes in the Gospel of John. And the other thing is, Isaiah 52:13, that bleeds into Isaiah 53, starts off by saying, behold, my servant shall act wisely. He shall be high and lifted up and exalted. So he's using that Isaianic language, which is really interesting because in Isaiah, he's high, lifted up, and shall be exalted. The very next line says, and many were astonished at you. His appearance was so marred beyond human semblance and his form beyond the children of men. Mm-hmm. So Isaiah has that paradox stacked right on top of it.
Yeah.
Where he's high, lifted up, exalted, and then he's brutalized beyond human recognition. And if you saw him, you wouldn't recognize him as a human being. Marilyn Manson has a song the line is, "Dear God, can you climb up off that tree, meat in the shape of a T?" And obviously meat in the shape of a T, because he doesn't look like a human being. It just looks like meat, basically, on the cross.
Oh,
like
meat.
Yeah, meat.
I thought it was MEET.
No,
you're saying
meat,
MEAT.
MEAT in the shape
Oh
of a T.
my gosh.
Which is I'm sure Manson thought he was being provocative, but that's
accurate.
That's what Isaiah said. His appearance was marred beyond human semblance, and his form beyond the children of men. So
Jeez.
it would be, that's what you would think. So so that line, "Where is your Savior now?" is packed with a lot of import. But again, in the shame honor culture that Jesus was in, the fact that the cross is such a powerful, and earlier, Stephen, if I could find it, I'll try to put it up. Stephen talked about how there have been variations of crosses throughout human history, and I completely understand that. But it's almost like, Whitney Houston, originally the "I Will Always Love You" was actually Dolly Parton, and then Whitney Houston took it, and then after that, forget it. And if you look at Jesus's time period, and this is, I kind of was trying to, like, bait Perkinos into an actual debate about the resurrection, because he's claiming he's still an unbeliever. And I don't know if it's going to happen. And if Perkinos doesn't do the debate, it's not because he's not capable. Some people just don't like doing debates. But to me, when you look at the expectations, when you look at the messianic expectations of what they thought the Messiah was supposed to do, when you look at, to your point on the Roman side, the shamefulness of crucifixion, and then when you look at the Septuagintal reading of Deuteronomy, where it says, "Anyone who's hung on a tree is cursed." So you just imagine, and then you look at the Aleximanos relief, for example, where it talks about
I just had this thought.
Go ahead.
You know that verse that says, "Flee from all appearances of evil"? Well,
Yeah.
that people always quote it that way.
Yeah.
And then they go after, I just saw posts where they were going after other Christians, blah, blah. And if you think about it, if they interpreted that verse correctly and it means anything that looks evil you shouldn't do, then you would have to judge Jesus for dying on the cross.
Right, because anyone who...
Right. But anyway, go ahead, sorry.
And then you look at the Aleximanos relief, where, it's a donkey on the cross and says Aleximanos worships his God. The cross thing now, Jesus' death now, after Christianity permeated the Western world, is something that people celebrate, or they look at and go, okay, that means sacrifice. That means honor, blah, blah, blah. That is not what it meant to the first audience. It meant stupidity, ridiculous. You're following a guy who got crucified.
Curse, shame.
From the Jewish perspective, he was even Ben Shapiro to this day, when he's talking to McCarthy, he's like, he didn't do the thing. He was a nice guy, great teacher, but he didn't do what Messiah is supposed to do. Messiah is not supposed to die, especially under Roman power, especially in that way. It's not supposed to happen. So he dies in the most shameful way possible in a shame honor culture. He dies under God's curse in a Jewish Seats and Laban. He does not overcome the Romans. As a matter of fact, he says, "Carry the bags of the Roman soldier an extra mile." And then I'm supposed to believe that these dudes, the dudes who abandoned him, and again, this is a shame honor culture, who presented themselves as cowards and presented the women as being the only ones brave enough to be seen in public as a disciple of Christ. They sat together and said, okay, we got to come up with this resurrection lie that's going to guarantee that we're going to die these horrible, terrible deaths. And let's see what we all... Okay, so let's say he rose bodily from the dead, even though nobody had an expectation in any... challenge you, find me any stitch of Jewish literature at the time that talked about a single person fast-forwarding the resurrection. Because you see even John 11 where they said, when Jesus says, hey, your brother's going to rise again. And Mary says, yeah, I understand he's going to rise at the resurrection of the just on the last day. And he says, no, it's going to happen. They did not have that at all. Right. So everybody just sat back and said, okay, he died. He was one of, thousands of Jews that have been crucified under Roman power. He died. Let's find a way to make up a story. Okay, well, let's say he bodily rose from the dead, even though that goes against all of our theology. So you had Caiaphas on the team. Not Caiaphas. You had, what was the other guy, with the rich guy with the tomb, where they buried him in the guy's tomb?
Oh.
Perkinaw said no.
I thought it just said the rich.
No. Joseph of Arimathea.
Oh my gosh.
So why not have Joseph of Arimathea be the first one to he's a rich guy, high standing. That would have been good. Mm-hmm. He's got women as the first witnesses of the resurrection. And then on top of that, a woman whom Jesus cast 7 demons out of. So she was mentally ill. She had a history of mental illness. And you see this later on where there's back and forth. It wasn't Justin, but the guy basically says, we know that when people die, they stay dead. But you're saying that your Messiah went out and that he conquered death. And then he says, but who is saying this? And then he says, a woman who's prone to witchcraft, basically. The story. I forgot the good again. It's just completely ridiculous story in the first century. Mm-hmm. Just ridiculous. First, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So to me, the fact that the cross is now such a compelling symbol necessitates that something had to have happened that had never been seen before or since to make that the case. Mm-hmm. It's not that Jesus claimed to be Messiah. There were other people who claimed to be Messiah. Shimon Bar Kokhba claimed to be the Messiah.
Right.
And he had the number one rabbi at the time saying, yeah, he's the guy. They actually minted coins with his image on it. He was the guy. And then he died. Mm-hmm. They didn't start some crazy post-messianic movement after he died. Nope. That was the end of his movement. There's just too much stuff to where I'm like, no, something must have happened. Mm-hmm. There's just something must have happened. To me, I've never ever heard, Bart Ehrman, he said, why did they have women come to the, he goes, I don't know why they had women at the thingamajiggy, but I know it didn't happen. Okay, Bart, whatever you say, bro. I'm with you, whatever. Mm-hmm. Everybody believes that he, any credible scholar believes that he lived, believes that he died, believes he died under Pontius Pilate, believes that he was crucified. Most of them believe that he was buried. Bart Ehrman augmented his view in 2006 and now believes that Jesus was just dumped in a common grave. That's okay. We created the Joseph of Arimathea story. You still have all these problems with the women discovering the body and all the rest of it. It's just too much, and he never answers it.
Yeah,
Ever.
And then you had all these people that were part of the movement that after Jesus died, they were all hiding. And then all of a sudden after, randomly, they're all willing to go to their deaths. And the difference is, and they do go to their deaths. Yeah. And the difference is, I remember the first time that you were talking to me about that, I was like, yeah, but you have, Muslims all over the place that are willing to go to death for their religion. And you're like, there's a difference between dying for a belief and dying for a fact. If you see something for yourself and it is a fact to you, that's different than somebody, you're either dying for something you know is true or you're dying for something you know is a lie because they said that they saw him.
Well, Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he had this famous night journey, all the Sirat al-Miraj, all the Muslims know about this night journey where he jumped on this animal.
He went from one city to another one that was...
From Saudi Arabia from Jerusalem, and then from Jerusalem he went up to the 7 heavens, right? And then Abu Jahl, who was Muhammad's arch enemy, said, what did you say? What did you say you just did? So Abu Jahl made this big thing, and then he went to Abu Bakr. And he said, Ya Abu Bakr, did you hear what your man just said? And Abu Bakr said, nah, I didn't hear. Tell me what he said. So Abu Jahl repeats this stuff from these claims that Muhammad made. And Abu Bakr says, if he said that, I believe him. Okay, that's faith. That is not what the first disciples were saying.
No.
They were saying they ate with him, they touched him, they saw him, he physically, not like a phantasm, not I had a vision. Paul said he had a vision.
Right.
These guys are saying we touched him, we ate with him, blah, 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 blah. That which we've seen with our hands, blah, blah. Sorry. And then 1 John specifically talking about bodily. For 1 Corinthians, same thing. That's not the same thing. These are people who, if they died martyrs' deaths, that means they died for a lie that they knew was a lie. Mm-hmm. Abu Bakr saying, I don't know if he said that, but if he did say that, I believe him. That's different. Secondly, after Muhammad died, you guys can Google this, after Muhammad died, the first war that the Muslims engaged with was not with the Persians, who were their arch enemies at the time. The first war that the Muslims engaged with was called the Ridda Wars, R-I-D-D-A. And the reason for that is after Muhammad died, a bunch of these folks said, all right, Abu Bakr, we're out. And Abu Bakr said, what do you mean? They said, Rasulullah is dead. Muhammad is dead. So we're done. We're going back to our paganism. Abu Bakr said, no, you're not. Once you're in religion, you're in the religion. They said, he's dead. We're out. Abu Bakr said, all right, cool. He showed back up. He got Umar ibn al-Khattab. He got Ali. He got all them boys, and they rolled up in their city and started slaughtering them. And then they said, you know what? SubhanAllah, we have now reconsidered La ilaha illallah. So my point is, the minute that Muhammad died, you had a mass apostasy on your hands. And you needed the sword to keep people in the faith. When Jesus died, according to Tacitus, you had an explosion first in Judea, where he said where all superstitions have their origin, and then it spread out to the entire Roman world. He said, though checked for a moment, which goes very nicely with Acts chapter 7, when Stephen was stoned at the end of Acts chapter 7, and Acts chapter 8 says, after that a great persecution broke out against the church. That's exactly what Tacitus says, that there is this myth that started in Judea. It was checked for a moment, and then it exploded again. So literally, you have the diametric opposites. With Islam, when the leader dies, you had to put the sword to people's throats to keep people in the religion. In Christianity, the leader dies, and the Romans had to put the sword to people's throat to keep them out of the religion, and yet it still continued. This has never happened before in human history. I defy anybody to give me another example of that. It's never happened before or since. And all that means, none of us were there, right? So I ask people all the time, I'm like, oh, okay, you don't believe in the resurrection. What would you want for evidence? There was no YouTube at the time. And secondly, even if you saw, even if we saw somebody rise from the dead today on camera, we would say it's a camera trick, right?
Yeah.
But there are enough societal anomalies and anomalies in the human story to where you have to say something unique happened with this guy. Something that we've never seen before or since happened with this guy. Absolutely. Otherwise, the explosion of Christianity in the seats and Laban of that period of time is inexplicable. Because there's just way too many societal issues. Because you only had to validate the story.
Right.
You have the theological problems with Jesus being crucified on the Jewish side, and then the Roman side, which is all about honor and shame and conquering and things like that. Their arithmetic was, if you ended up on a cross, you lost. You were just another victim of Roman power. And they had crucified thousands of Jews. How the hell did you convince these Romans that a Jew that was crucified under their power is actually the ruler of Caesar? Like, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. Like, something happened.
Clearly.
But I love the song. I love the exploration. I love the challenging questions. And I think that Christians do a real disservice when they tell people they can't question.
Oh, absolutely.
And the song was great. It was good. Dino Cazares, the guitarist, did a bang-up job on that song. Holy moly. It was a really good.
This one was an 11
really
for
good.
me.
An 11.
Like,
Holy
because
moly!
I told you, anything that does something for me spiritually is an 11.
All right.
And so it was definitely a spiritual thing.
I'm going to give it a 9.7. I wonder what Ben Webb would give it. Ben Webb, what's your vote? What do you give the song? Anyway, there you are, dear listener. Been out.
Sori out.
Gone. Become a Christian. It's not too late.
Villagers, the NCAA college basketball tournament is right around the corner. We're doing a March Madness contest for our village to raise funds for other villagers in need. It only costs $1 to participate, and you'll have the option, if you want to donate a little extra. The way it works is you go to ESPN.com and fill out a bracket with the teams that you think are likely to win each game. Whoever wins our contest will get to pick a song for Vin and Sori to react to. So that song you've always wanted them to do, you can now get it done for as little as $1 if you win the contest. There will be a link in the description to this website website that will take you to a PayPal site. From there, you make your donation and you'll get an email back with instructions on where to join the group and the password so that you can join. Now, if you're asking, I'm not a big college basketball junkie, I don't know what's going to happen, that's okay. There's all kinds of information on the website that will show you what the experts are predicting, statistics on each team, and even trends as far as what everybody else is voting on. So you'll fill out your bracket. You can start doing that on March 14th, and you'll have until the games begin on the 19th to complete your bracket. You can join the group at any time, but those are the days that you can actually fill your bracket out. If you have any questions, send those to Vin and Sori marchmadness@gmail.com, and I will.
And we're back. No, I didn't break it. I just had to let that play out for the video because that's gonna end up online. That was a really, really good song. Really, really good song. Sparked a lot of conversation. For sure. For sure, for sure. We got another song for you guys coming through thanks to the big homie Steven De Herrera. Hopefully De Herrera is still in the house. Hey, big homie. Hold on. Hey, Archero.
Hey, Ben, how are you?
Hey, can you jump online? Can you jump on the cam real quick?
And explain it.
All I gotta do, bro, is send you the link, and then you'll be side by side with us on the broadcast.
Why do you want him on? You got to tell him what you even want.
Well, he's got it. Are you good with that, bro?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'll send it to you in a second. You're the worst.
What?
You're absolutely the worst. All right, so the big homie Archero is coming on. Okay, guys, do not copy this link. This link is only for Archero. So don't hit this link, but my man, once you do it, you're good. Okay, so babe, once he starts calling, a thing will pop up.
Is that him right
He'll
there?
be calling. No, that was Skype. That was the old way before.
Okay.
We got Ecamm Live, bitches.
You smell that?
Yeah, it's bread.
No, it was brownies. But apparently
They burn the brownies. Holy moly.
our oven is broken. Remember?
Yes.
So one of our children thought that you could just do it anyway. Thank you, Saber Wolves. And so they put it all the way up on high, and that wasn't working. So they decided to cook the brownies on broil.
I love our kids. I mean, they're going to be the death
And
of us,
so,
but I love
okay,
them very highly.
what's even more funny is, so Zoe's the one that made the brownies, and she struck a deal with Johan, and she said, I'll make the brownies if you clean the dishes. Well, they burned. So he doesn't want to clean it because it's a big burnt pan now, and he doesn't want to work with a big burnt pan. But he said, look, more or less, you didn't hold up your end of the bargain because you didn't make me brownies. I can't eat those. So she's going to have to not have her brownies plus clean the burnt thing.
I'm mowing for the burned brownies. Hold on. Okay, Archero.
Vicarious Jambi, never mind.
Click the link, Archero. Click the link, sir.
No, they don't sound. Our entire house smells burnt. It's not crunchy brownies. It's burnt brownies. They won't even taste like brownies. Neil, that's exactly what Johan told her. He said, just scrape off the burnt on the top. I'll eat what's underneath. But she, I guess, was frustrated about it, so she threw it all away. And so then he was like, well, I'm not cleaning the pan now.
So if we here are two parents dying in a fire in Maine, we will know what happened.
Oh, yeah. It's us, 100%.
Hey. I just wanted to make sure that you were still in the chat. Okay, we're about to do your song, big homie. Good. Troll him away. He gets what he gets. Evil bastard. All right, we're on the way. All right, buddy. I'll check you soon. Cool. We say I don't pick favorites. Johan is my favorite.
Yeah, I was going to send it to the kids.
I think Salem and Johan are the most popular.
Well, I don't know why that messenger's not coming up, but I saved it so we can send it to.
Yeah.
Oh, that's all that.
You guys are Cassia Bell in the house.
What's up? I know. I just told Sayla to make me some toast. Although I'm not gonna lie, her cast is kind of grossing me out.
Archero, all you gotta do, my bro, is hit that link right there, my guy. Thank you, Frank Woods. I appreciate you.
That's literally the one I saw too.
What happens when you click the link, Archero?
He's like, I clicked the link, moron.
I know you can click the link.
Alan, you messaged me at the secret email or where?
Archie.
Let's see here. Let me pull this up. The kids like it if I like do an accent when we go up to the drive up and then pull up to the window and not have the accent anymore.
What do I think about Dak getting his contract? Anytime somebody get their money, man, I'm happy. What's up, Jeff King? Anytime somebody gets their money, I'm happy. So I'm happy for Dak Prescott.
Alan, you must have it. Let's see.
I think it was a lot more than what he was worth, but they should have paid him earlier. So I agree. All right, so while our Archero is going to try to figure out his technical difficulties, we're going to go and do... there's Archero right there. He's joining right now. Okay, we're good. Okay, Archero, just...
Ellen, I think your art relaxes you.
Look at this, babe. Look at this.
We're so cool.
We are so cool. Hold on, Archero. Give me a second, because we put it in the headphones, right?
I'm so hungry.
We got it in headphones. I don't think we mute the mic. Hold on, Archero.
Good.
Big homie.
Hey.
How's it going?
Hey. All right.
We did it.
We did it. We got the interview feature going. It's looking good too, bro.
Yeah.
You're looking sharp. Looking sharp, Archero. Ladies man.
Huh. What can you say?
No ideas.
No ideas taken.
Don't hurt me.
I'm always curious. Where are you in your videos? The door behind you looks like a bathroom.
I'm in West Texas.
It's what?
He's in West Texas.
I've got this crazy little nook next to the guest room in the house. It's totally bizarre. I'll try to move the computer around. See, it's sort of a desk area. Some kid stuff. There's a beer I actually got from Kel.
Nice. Okay, because I've always been curious. I'm like, where
fuck
is
you,
he?
Kellen Dross, for not sending me any bear. I see how it is after all we've been through.
Look, Goth Mom. Sayla brought me toast.
All right, Archero. So you are the man behind the March Madness thingamajiggy. So a lot of people have been asking me. I got an email from people that actually want to support the movement. So just talk to us real quick about what's going on and all that jazz.
Sure. So what we're talking about from when everything's going to get started. This coming Sunday is what they call Selection Sunday. What they're going to do is they're going to look at all the teams and their records and figure out here's the 64 best teams in the country, and we're going to create a bracket, and they call it seeding, but basically they figure out the best team should be playing the worst team. And so you have single elimination games, and 64 teams play down to 32, then 16, and so on until you get to the final national championship game. What people do is they go to ESPN and they join tournament bracket groups. And what you do is you just make your guesses. You get a customized bracket form, and you say, here's who I think is going to win round one, and who I think is going to win the next round after that, and so on. And you just make your guesses and play with friends, and then the website really keeps track of everything. So if you're in a group, and our group is called Vin and Sori Village, if you're looking at the people in the group, you can see who everybody picked for the national champion and everything else, and it scores the points. So after the first game is over, it's going to give you 10 points if you chose correctly. And then each round after that, you get more and more points. So the second round is worth like 20 points.
Do you have the link?
I do. There's two links, really.
Yeah,
The first one is in this video, the very first thing you see there. That is to a PayPal site, and that is to make your donation to actually get involved in it. Once you make the donation on PayPal, I'll get a notification, and then I'll contact you. If you're on Discord, I'll send it to you there, or if you're not on Discord, I can send you an email. And what I'll do is I'll send you the link and the password to our group on ESPN. It's a private group, so not everybody can join. You have to have the password to get into it. But it's real easy. You do have to have an account on ESPN, but that's incredibly easy. It's all user friendly to do.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Perfect.
Archero, the links that have been in our videos, that's the correct links for the people to use, right?
Yes, that's the PayPal, and the PayPal itself actually has the next link to get to ESPN. So that's kind of the best order to follow.
And then, what is the ultimate cause we're trying to raise money for?
Well, it's just to help villagers, kind of like we do with the Rockathon. People just that need anything right now, whether it's associated with the pandemic or whatever else. And honestly, if you're a villager and you're kind of needing help right now, reach out to Vin and Sori or to one of us on Discord and let us know what those needs are, and that's where we're going to funnel the money.
Archero, I was thinking about maybe if you have an email and people can send their request to you, and then you can kind of bring me the ones that you think are like, these are the ones we should do.
Yeah, that would work. I set up a special email address just for this. It's vinandsorimarchmadness.com. Sorry, vinandsorimarchmadness@gmail.com.
Okay, and is that where they should send their, hey, we're in need, whatever?
Yeah, that'll work.
Okay, so then we're gonna be good friends for quite some time. So every month we need to be giving out something to support our fellow villagers. So we're gonna. So are you good with like running point on that as being the liaison between both groups?
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay, great. Okay, so I'll swing by. I'll hook you up later, and then March. So we've got March covered. Let's think about April and what we can do in April to help people and all that jazz.
Sure.
Cool.
Archero, do you have the secret email? I can't remember.
No, I don't. I normally just talk to you on Patreon, but I can whatever you want to do.
Yeah, just text.
Oh, okay.
If you could just, she's gonna Patreon you my number.
Okay.
Okay, so let's be talking and reach out to villagers and
You
whatever.
didn't just call him?
Huh?
You didn't just call him?
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
just gonna call him. So just reach out. We'll make that happen. Okay. Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Archero, I'm gonna send you his number right now.
Okay.
Much love, big homie.
You can send him a message telling him it's you so he can find you.
Cool.
All right.
Bye.
Have fun.
That's good. That's really, really good. He's still there for some reason. Archer is still there. I don't know how to hang up on you. Actually, I do know how to hang up on you. Hold on. Let me hang up on you, Archero. I think he's left. He's left me. Bum. No, I can't hang up on him. Okay. Okay, good. Good. That's awesome. So we got that covered.
Oh no.
And we should be able to help people more on a consistent basis. So thank you very much for that. That's a very important part of the village and our ethos, guys, is to help people out. So I appreciate the hell out of you guys. We're about to do another song, though, because we are reaction channel. This is from the big homie De Herrera. So I'm about to set up this video, y'all, and then once that happens, we're going to go live. Okay, so I don't know if we want to do a main stage intro, an underground intro. Maybe we do an underground intro for this one. Yeah, I don't need it right now, babe.
I'm not showing you anything. I'm just holding it so I can see it.
Cool. I'm not a Clyde. She's not a Bonnie. I'm starting to get so good at this. I'm so proud. All right, so where is that song? My Town. There it is. Bada boom, bada boom. Ooh, that's gonna be a good intro.
Can you just end that? Yeah.
Yeah. Who's that? Our chair on the phone. Is that our chair on the phone?
No.
All right. So then we go to the next one. And then this one is just us, right? Okay, perfect. Okay, guys. We're about to start a new song. Do me a favor, babe. Do me a favor. This one is... Where'd he go? Okay.
What do you want?
I'm looking for the title of the song. I'll be there in a second. It's Derrera. Mick Gordon, The Only Thing That They Fear Is You.
Mick Gordon?
Yep, the only thing that they fear is you. Alright, let's see. The only thing they fear is you. You got it?
No.
Let me see if I can get the lyrics. The only thing they fear is you. Lyrics. There we go. Yeah, I don't see it on. I think we got it. I got it. It's right here. Actually, I don't have it because I don't see the lyrics. What? Is it an instrumental?
It's an instrumental.
It's an instrumental. As if you didn't tell us that, you bitch.
You're just watching us be like morons.
Yeah. De Herrera didn't even tell us that it was a thing. Okay, good. That's the type of guy he is. That's what he does. That's what he does. Evil bastard. Okay, guys, we're about to listen to another song. It is from the band Mick Gordon, I think is the name of the band. The Only Thing That They Fear Is You.
Oh, this is from De Herrera?
And this is De Herrera. So if you just jumped in, we're going to do another recording. We're recording a song that you're going to see on the main channel later. But we want to do it live for y'all. So there you are. And keep in mind, some of your comments may end up in the final video. Mm-hmm. I'm here to fulfill Raul Al Ghul's destiny.
Oh
Fully uninitiated. But we are initiated, are we not?
Mm-hmm.
Bane. Let's not stand on ceremony here.
No, it was funny watching you look for lyrics, though.
Mr. Wayne. Yeah, he's terrible.
Terrible. Terrible.
Terrible.
Okay, ready?
All right, we're about to go live, bitches. Give me a second, though. All right. I'm Vin.
I'm sorry.
And this is The Only Thing That They Fear Is You. This is a Mick Gordon mix. Shout out to the big homie Steven De Herrera, one of the OG villagers. One of my actual friends from the channel. We've got like hundreds of people to meet. De Herrera
Next time
was
you guys
actually
are gonna have to spar.
the homie was actually there when we got married.
Yep.
Shout out to Carmen of the Village. I think Bricktown was here. He was here for a while.
Yeah, Bricktown was there.
Zonia
was
obviously,
there.
but De Herrera was there.
was there.
Okay, now if you, dear listener, would like to be De Herrera and have your specific song reviewed, the process is very simple.
You said Carmen too, right? You did say
Yeah, Carmen read us the thing. $125 gets you straight to the head of the line. You do that 3 times, you get knocked down to the $75 rate, which is where De Herrera is. If you don't want to do that and be a filthy capitalist like Sori and De Herrera, then what you want to do is the community option. $1 at the gate gets you in a Patreon. You meet with your fellow patrons. You get to meet the mighty Calendros, all these other wonderful people. You pull your points together, and that helps determine what song that we do. The next recording binge that we're going to do, Sori doesn't know yet, is all Alliance picks. Because we got to show those folks some love. Not only is Sori being angry at me. I'm talking too much. It is time for us to review the song. The Only Thing They Fear Is You. Mick Gordon, let's go.
Turn it up.
Woo! I'm turning this shit up, bro. I concur. This shit is tight, bro. Holy shit. Thought that drop was gonna happen,
I
bro.
know, me too.
Oh! Last beat in the house. Let's go!
Damn. I know. Chill out. Chill out. Chill out.
Chill out, chill out.
Hold it. Hold it.
Hold on.
Wait.
That's coming. It's coming. You know it's coming.
It's different than I expected.
Shit's about to get heavier. Heavier, not heavy, heavier. You know, let's build up. It's coming. We're about the wreck shop, bro. Let's go. You on the elliptical with this shit? Ah! Now, if I could capture that scream you just did in the next song, it'd be great. What? Fuck him up! Fuck him up! Shout out to Scooter!
Oh, that was crazy.
That was crazy.
Well, why is that thing up?
I don't know.
Oh no!
We're back. We figured it out.
Oh my gosh.
Oh man,
There's
bro.
so many things you can do with that song. It's very versatile.
Whoa.
It was fun.
That right there.
Silence that.
That right there. Holy shit.
Crazy.
Heavy. The transitions. That last one that just like
It wasn't predictable either.
I had
Every time we thought it was going to drop, it...
Right, it was like a little bit of... No, here's this 15-second interlude, bitch. That mother go. It was just... The riffage was great.
Yep.
And that driving at the end, like... That's the shit, man, where you're like... Raw, I gotta go right again. I want to go right again.
This would be a fun one to play when you guys are sparring, when you're sparring with the kids.
Yeah.
Or when all of a sudden we do like one of those dance living rooms.
Yeah, I got in we put on Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
We put on Mortal Kombat. Me and Dorian went at it for about 3 rounds. So he called me that little spitting combination thing. He went, wah, wah, wah. That was pretty good. It was just fun. Like you know, Darrera said, it's just about fun, man. Music can be fun for fun's sake. It's just, you know, you put a bunch of riffs together and blam. And like that is probably, I'm not going to say the best instrumental of all time, because it's probably Orion from Metallica. I think that was on the Puppets record. I'm not sure. But this was the heaviest instrumental by far that we've ever heard, and it was just the best. It held your attention. I don't know how long the song was, but it held your attention for quite some time.
It was like 7 minutes or something
So,
like that.
like, yeah, I mean, that's just insane to me. Yeah, it's a 6 and 52 second song, and, you know, it's an instrumental. It never got boring. There was no boring moment, and there was no, like, okay, you're just being too artistic. Like, it was just right down the middle. Really freaking good song, holy moly.
And it was. I agree. It was fun. It was just fun. There was so many things, so many fun things you could do with that song. I bet you anything kids would love it.
I know. Yeah, that's funny. I'm going to... and now people are saying in the chat, it's a video game. It's like based off of...
a video game called Doom, yeah.
Yeah, it's based on...
This one, I'm going to have to show Orion this one, too.
Oh, yeah.
He's so musically inclined, and he's so little.
Yeah.
Like, I think all the kids would enjoy it, but I always like to see, like, what he's going to do with something. He was making up a song. Mama, mama, mama.
Who? Orion?
He was in his high chair. He's going, mama, mama, mama.
Yeah, he's singing. He loves Vin and Sori. Holy shit.
He does.
Yeah, man, like, that song was like... It's... I'm gonna crush at the gym tomorrow. Like, I am
That's
certain
playing for sure.
I am going to crush at the gym tomorrow, because that song was just mega crazy. Really good. Love the transitions. Very inspiring stuff. And what is it? What do they call it? What's the name of the song? They fear you or something like that.
Oh.
Let me see. Where is it? The only thing they fear is you. Crazy instrumental. What do you get the song?
It's I think it's a 10 for me.
Yeah, that's definitely a 10 for me.
If it's not a
Holy
10,
moly.
it's no lower than a 9.8. But I think I'm going with a 10 because I really enjoyed it. It was fun.
Yeah. No, it was crazy. It just made you want to move. Like, that's the thing. People, like, you know, we were having this conversation, I think it was, like, with Zen. Like, it was like, okay, yeah, scale work is crazy, blah, 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 but can you move people? That's the thing.
Yeah.
It's like, can you move people with your music? And was that the most technical? No, it wasn't the most technical, but it was heavy as hell, and it did exactly what it was supposed to do.
I'll tell you what. So in my past life, we used to have a wood stove, and so there would be a lot of chopping and throwing and stacking and moving all kinds of wood. Like, I did not have metal in my life at that point. But I'm telling you what, doing that, I liked having to, like, push your body to the point where you're, like, completely exhausted from throwing wood, but you still have to do more. Like, I loved those days.
You can't defeat me. I'm prepared to die.
Having that feeling with metal playing,
Dunzo.
Would have been over.
Dunzo. So 10 for me.
Yeah, 10 for me as well.
Audience reaction is also pretty good. I'm seeing a 9. Cassia gives it a 9.
Jeff gives it a 9.
Clinton gives it a 9.5, 9.5. Dave gives it a solid 8. I give it a 13. Graham, poor fellow, wasn't here to hear it.
Too bad, so sad.
Oh, it's an 11 for Chris, and I have the receipts right there. It's an 11. There you are, dear listener. Moral of the story is hit the gym, huh? Safely, though. Then out.
Sorry, out.
Gone.
Villagers, the NCAA college basketball tournament is right around the corner. We're doing a March Madness contest for our village to raise funds for other villagers in need. It only costs $1 to participate, and you'll have the option, if you want to donate a little extra. The way it works is you go to ESPN.com and fill out a bracket with the teams that you think are likely to win each game. Whoever wins our contest will get to pick a song for Vin and Sori to react to. So that song you've always wanted them to do, you can now get it done for as little as $1 if you win the contest. There will be a link in the description to this website that will take you to a PayPal site. From there, you make your donation and you'll get an email back with instructions on where to join the group and the password so that you can join. Now, if you're asking, I'm not a big college basketball junkie, I don't know what's going to happen, that's okay. There's all kinds of information on the website that will show you what the experts are predicting, statistics on each team, and even trends as far as what everybody else is voting on. So you'll fill out your bracket. You can start doing that on March 14th, and you'll have until the games begin on the 19th to complete your bracket. You can join the group at any time, but those are the days that you can actually fill your bracket out. If you have any questions, send those to vinandsorimarchmadness@gmail.com.
Oh, we're back.
We're back. We have returned. All right, 5 minutes, guys. 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Hope you guys enjoyed the time with us. Chalendros, Ben. I was gonna ask you something, Chalendros, but I forgot.
But then he saw Ben's name, and then it was
right. I saw Ben's name, and it was a rap zone.
Yeah,
it was a rap.
He wants to have a sleepover, and
all right, guys. So thank you guys for coming. Really, 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 really good show today. Thank everybody for paying attention and for the reviews and all that jazz. Stay safe out there, guys. Be nice to each other. Hold on. Jay is calling me.
Oh.
Jay is calling me. Give me a moment.
Big
Jay.
homie's coming in.
Jay.
You talk so much shit. You know that? Like, you didn't talk so much shit.
Guys, this is the lead guitarist from our band, Jay Dispirited. Very, very important member of the group. Go ahead, Jay.
Kind of important, but first of all, I need you to send me the song. If you legitimately want me to write down the parts, I will have it done within 2 days. But I need a decent enough copy. Okay, that's what I need.
Well, didn't Peter send both of us that file?
Yeah, but that file was 2 different beats per minute, and it's not really meshing well. So
that's right. The beats per
Yes,
minute thing. You horrible person. Okay,
hey,
fine.
I like to play in time. So what I need from you, okay, is to send me the songs over metronome. You don't have to send me the beat with the metronome because I'll figure it out. Okay? Because I know how to do that. All right?
All right.
Yep.
Okay.
And I will get the song done within 2 days.
Okay. And then after that, we're getting the guy that produced Pantera to produce the song, bro. So you can't come with any weak shit.
Jay, has anybody told you have an extremely young sounding voice?
Yeah, a lot of 90-year-old women who like to flirt with me because of it.
I think you sound like you could pass for a 15-year-old.
I maybe I could. You know?
He sounds
Maybe
young.
I
He could. He sounds a little bit like Dorian, like a 15-year-old whose voice is changing, but not completely changed yet.
Oh God, you guys kill me with that.
He's so mean. That's not what I meant. You sound youthful, I mean.
Poor Jay.
No, that's totally fine. But no, look, give me the song. I'll take care of it. Sorry, go get some ice cream. Don't worry about the cup. Just eat it out of the carton.
Eat it out of the damn carton.
Nobody cares.
Yes.
My
Just
guy.
a big ass spoon. Just fucking do what you gotta do.
Do not encourage this broad to do anything of the sort.
I'm gonna encourage. I'm gonna promote. I'm gonna set up.
I have seen this woman destroy, murder cartons and cartons and cartons of ice cream.
But then he buys me more.
She's just starting with you. She's just starting with y'all for the camera to make it look like she's practicing some moderation like a normal person. Normal people put ice cream in a little bowl or a cup or a little mug. Not this one. This one opens the thing right up.
I get those Edie's things. You know those Edie's ice creams?
Mm-hmm.
One sitting. Boom.
Nice.
And the
But
kids,
look,
the kids ask for some.
Oh yeah, don't give it, man. Take it for yourself.
Take it for
Vin, you gotta understand, Vin. She birthed 2 of your offspring. Don't you think she deserves some ice cream?
My man,
what do you think this is?
I had to work for
you
my
did
offspring.
work. Look, yeah, you did work. We already acknowledged that you work, and we know that in like a couple of months it's gonna work again. You know, we already know this. All right, we are very well aware of this fact. We're not disputing that. What I'm disputing is the fact that you're not letting her eat ice cream for birthing your children. So let the girl live.
Right.
Let her eat ice cream and just bear with it. While she's eating ice cream, you can record the guitars. How about that?
Yeah. Get your timing right while I eat my ice cream.
All right.
There you
Well,
go.
there's a lot of static, Jay. I can't. I don't know. Oh no!
Bye, Jay.
Oh no! There was a lot of static.
Thanks for the support.
Poor Jay's thingamajigga is just giving up the ghost. Giving up the ghost. Holy moly! All right. Well, there you go.
Folks, it looks like there's an awful lot of static
there's a
for
lot of
everybody.
There's a lot of static.
We're gonna have to end this stream.
There's a lot of static, and then the deep state and all that are coming after me. So, I'm so crazy right now. Holy moly. All right.
But your eye, I didn't poke it this time, right?
No, you didn't poke my eye. I did.
That's so
I did one of
nice
these
of
things.
me.
I did one of these things.
I should get you those things that the horses have. Maybe a
Those are literally called blinders, isn't it?
pastor of Muppets can help me out with that. She has hosses. All right, guys.
All right. Here's one for the road.
Oh, my ears.
There you go. Vin out.
Sorry out.
Gone.